Hello, Internet. Hello,
Hello.
Lawrence.
Good
Welcome,
evening, Mr. Campbell.
welcome to Risky Rollers. This is February part deuce
Mm-hmm.
of our
20th
Risky
of
Rollers
Feb.
chats. How are you, sir?
Busy with work, but always busy also with Warhammer.
Always busy with the Warhammer. We like being
Always
busy with the
busy.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
Um, and how are you, chat? Are you going well on this fine Thursday evening?
Weather is actually very good today, same as yesterday.
It's supposed to
But
be hot tomorrow.
tomorrow and on Saturday will be like 30 again. So good time to barbecue on Saturday.
It is a good time to barbecue Saturday, and we will get to why we're talking about barbecue Saturday
Yeah.
a little bit later, chat. But let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Thank you everybody for joining us. We do this because you guys come and watch it. If you like what we do and you want us to keep doing it, please press all of the YouTube buttons down below. Please press like. Please subscribe. Comment if you would like, and make sure you hit the bell notification so that you get all of the updates and set it to all, so that when we go live, sometimes without warning, you will
Yeah.
hear about it, and you can come and hang out with us for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Um,
We like.
we have a couple of channel sponsors that help us get our events up and running and fun for you guys. Dice Arcade and General Games, Dice Arcade in Sydney, General Games in Victoria. We have Hegemon who help us with terrain. We also have Miniature Scenery that help us with tournament terrain and other gear. If you like dice, go and check out Baron of Dice. They have Risky Rollers
Yep.
dice. We have Risky Rollers dice from Baron on the riskyrollers.com.au website. And if you
Yep.
want proxies and you want fun looking models, go to see Proxywars. They do some cool resin alternate sculpts for your wargaming needs.
Mm.
How are you, Lawrence? What's been crack-a-lacking? What have you been up to since we spoke online last?
We were actually preparing the stream for the ATC. So I just went to your place last weekend, right? To
Well, we did.
test some
Yeah.
to
I
test
mean,
some
we
stuff.
do that anyway, but yeah, and then you played some events. You played some
Yeah.
Warhammer
We what was the last tournament that we joined?
Triumphant, the 3v3.
Oh, the 3v3, yes. Yes, and then I played Custodians at the time. Oh, what is that thing, Mr. Carl?
New Cadex smell it.
Mm. Smells good. Is it
I
still with plastic?
No. I opened it. I had to get the
Yeah.
code.
Yeah.
I had to get the code. I was playing the last 2 weeks, the waiting in line for the pre-orders to come because GW hates Australia
So
um
always there.
and couldn't get it out of their warehouse. So that was fun times.
Yep.
GW, if you're watching, hit us up. We like be good to have stuff on time. But
Never gonna happen. So
never going to happen. And I think my preamble question to everybody is everybody building Eldar? I'm building Eldar.
I just tried my pseudo Eldar army last time, Harlequins, and I did not do well. So
I
I'm
mean,
going
if
back.
I was having this just before we went live, I was actually having this discussion with our um, Risky Rollers family in Discord, and
Mm.
go and check it out if you want to come and hang out with us in Discord. We do some fun things. Yeah, somebody else said that. I believe he's still hanging out in chat. But see, I am an inclusive Eldar player. All Eldar, are my friends, not just just Craft World, but also the
Mm-hmm.
Harlequins and the there's even dark my dark Eldar brothers in this codex,
Mm-hmm.
in the form of some Unari data sheets, and yeah, it seems like a very good book. There's a lot of
I
Eldar
think
hype.
I think it's I think we talked about like I think last 2 weeks ago, right? About the bike spam. So, but based on the some early tournaments that we can see, I think the Warhorse is still like the favorite. So, but I think it's still very early days. So let's give it a couple of more weeks, and then you will see what is the actual trend
Yep.
for this Eldari.
So you played some Death Guard on the weekend. You're trying out some stuff. What did you take at the event?
In that event, in the 3v3, I played Custodes because I was a designated
Oh, that's right.
Imperium.
You played Custodes. You got.
I was a designated Imperium player.
Was that your first run
And
at Solar?
yeah, but my list is actually not super optimized because I only played what I actually have. And then I even borrowed some Venerable Contemptor because I think that particular model should, or is a must. You need to have 3x of those, which I don't have. So I need to borrow. But I only borrowed two. They're fun. They're fun, but uh, I'm really a fan of Dreadnoughts, but I'm not a fan in terms of their competitiveness. So I think that's my verdict. But it really looks good to field in your Telemon, your Galatus Dread, and then obviously the normal double uh, Kaladis Grab Tank, and then the Blade Champion with the enhancement of additional damage, additional strength, additional attack, and then his is the devastating wounds, right? So AP 3, 4 damage. It's crazy, and it's funny.
Yeah. I mean, Blade Guard. Blade Guard.
Blade
Blade
Champ,
Champs. I got a bit of PTSD for some Blade Champ encounters already, but Damage 4 Blade Champ sounds a bit nasty.
it's nasty, but I think he just did his job. On average, like I think the most more devastating one I got from him was like 8. But because he's in unit, so I don't have rerolls, so I really cannot fish for those nasty, devastating wounds.
And how'd you do?
Our team finished 4th, so we are very happy. Out of I think that's an 8 man, or sorry, 8 teams or 10 teams, I forgot. But at least we finished 4th, so we're happy.
And did you go 5 and what?
No, I drew my first game and then I lost. Did I lost to? I forgot. I forgot already, bro. It's already 2 weeks ago. But I think I lost twice. Yes, I think I lost to the U Teacher of Works, and then who else? Oh, I also lost to Lachlan, the Space Marines one. So yeah, those are my 2 losses. But I won. I won 2 times, and then I drew one, and then I lost to those 2.
So, what? Obviously, that was a temporary foray into Custodes. What?
Yes. No,
So,
the thing also with that particular tournament was the missions are all fixed from first to the 5th round. And then the way obviously when you pair and then you would roll on who would pick uh whether you want to go pick first in terms of mission and the map layout. So my losses were the Scorched Earth. So that is the Scorched Earth mission that I played, and I think the Solar Spearhead don't like that particular mission because obviously I don't have enough units to actually do those actions. So, but then yeah, it's an interesting one wherein your team must be composed of an Imperium, Chaos, and Xenos, and then obviously you just try to pair on which one could actually perform better in a particular mission, and then obviously the map itself. So it's good, but yeah, I think I would play if I had an option, I would play Death Guard. It's fine. At least my dreadnoughts were able to come out and play.
dust them off a little bit, take them out of the box, and
Yes.
get them a run around.
Yeah.
You been doing any hobbying or anything else?
Not much of hobbying. So I think the hobbying that I was doing was preparing our stream stuff because we would start streaming by next month. We would be, I think, streaming the first RTT for the Australian team fundraiser. So that's why I'm I'm actually very busy with
Yep.
making all the things actually and be prepared when we start streaming this year.
Yeah, I don't have a shout out slide prepped for that, but if you're interested in, if you're in Victoria, in Melbourne, and you're interested in coming down to a few RTTs, Dean Sinbeck of Team Australia, Team Victoria, and Blood of the Blood Blog for the Blood God fame
Yep.
is holding some fundraising RTTs similar to the format that was used last year. I believe they're all at the gaming arena again. So if you're interested in an RTT and you want to come and play those, look up those. I think they're all on the Team 40k .com.au
Well,
website.
yeah.
So you can go there and check it out. Hey, Kaiju. Thanks, Ben. So, yeah, Chad, if you, we like to have a chat with you during these. So if you've got any questions or want to say hi or get any shout outs, please put in chat and we're happy to kind of have a chat about it.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Ben has preloaded some topics for us before we went live too. So I suppose before we move on too far, we better address those.
Yes. Let's go first to his first topic.
Well, you can read it out.
All right. Topic number one. Why does GW hate Baneblades?
Why does GW hate Baneblades?
I love Baneblade.
I don't think GW necessarily hates Beyblades. I think what GW wants is for you to buy them so that you
Yeah.
spend all of your pocket money on a giant tank. But
Let's see.
I
How
think
much points is Baneblade?
how many what?
How many points? I'm checking it now.
It'd be a few because it's a super heavy, right? Um,
Baneblade.
the
It's 80 points. So
400,
it's like a
480.
yes, but it's toughness 13, bro, with 24 wounds to and no invuln. Eh? Does he have invuln? Yeah, no invuln.
I mean, it's kind of does not fit on tables either. So
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
I think occasionally you get like a UKTC or a GW map with a deployment zone that you can deploy it and then it doesn't move very far, but
Yeah,
can't fit them in your
especially,
deployment zone. Can't touch
especially
them into terrain because there's no towering. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, they're a bit awkward.
yeah, it's not even it doesn't even have a towering keyword, so you can't do any shit
Is it?
towing on a
Is there
big
any? Oh, can you use the? Can you use the? What's the tank detachment called
for the new one.
for the new guard?
Give me a second. I
Can
think
you?
it's called.
Because that
Let's,
detachment has a my tank walks through walls strat, right?
yeah,
I haven't looked it
right.
up, but I wonder whether you can. I assume there would be some
Yeah, you can
caveat.
advance and shoot and then pay one shot to go through walls. But how
Yeah,
much is move? It only moves 8, yeah, or 10.
I mean it's enough to. I don't know.
It moves 9.
Can't give them orders.
Also,
Yeah,
moves 9.
it's
But
probably
it's, yeah.
keyword locked. It's probably like regiment keyword locked or whatever the keyword that the tanks have locked or something.
Mm. But yeah, it looks very good. So I don't think they GWs hate them because if it hates them, then if they hate them, then it would just go to Legends.
Hey, didn't get yeah, that's right. It didn't get legends, did it?
Mm.
So not like poor Carandrus or Sangria Guard with jump pack or something like that.
I can play them and in that particular vehicle detachment, and then just lots of Lehman Russ. So At least you'll enjoy your pain. But
Yeah.
can it be a tank commander?
No,
No.
because the tank commanders are separate data sheets now. So
Oh.
you got a Lehman Russ tank commander, and you have a Rogel Dawn tank commander. Then are
Mm.
different data sheets with different data sheet abilities.
But hey, it's OC8, bro. It's OC8 with a deadly device D6 plus 2.
So all right, here's a strat. You start it like as close to, as Ben said in chat, as close to the wall as humanly possible. Right,
Mm.
you go first. You drive it
And
all
then,
the way into the middle of the board, and then you like let it get shot. Because if they don't shoot
yeah,
it, you kill them, right? And then
yep,
they shoot it and
yep.
it dies, and then you just roll a 6, right?
Mm.
And then you explode d6 plus 2 on everything. You just
Yeah,
kill
I
their
think
army with like deadly demise models.
worth a try on that particular vehicle detachment of guards. So, but yeah, it's very pricey at 480. So maybe go and email G Dubs to give
Maybe
them
that's
some.
the new. None of this. Tank detachment or breachhead meta. It's Baneblade meta. Baneblade
Please ban.
explode meta. There you
Yeah,
go. Topic number the second.
what's number 2?
Cyclops demolisher vehicles. Cutie pie or good boy? Are
Mm,
you saying, Ben, that I might need you to elaborate this one? Are you
yeah,
likening the Cyclone demolisher vehicle to a pet, like good boy, like as in a dog, like a puppy, or
or just
like
it's cute.
um
Okay,
I don't even know what a Cyclops demolisher vehicle looks like.
yeah. Please explain, elaborate.
Do you know what it looks like?
I don't know, sir. I only know a Cyclops, but what's a Cyclops demolition vehicle?
The Kaiju says that's my secret graded demon strategy too. Yeah, pretty much. Dude, just play scintillating legion or Legion of Excess. You know,
I think to get more stuff.
there's some good demon competitive demon lists out there with those.
Yeah.
It's one of only 2 Forge World models that weren't legend. What? You've got Forge World models? It's a bit rude. Yeah. I mean, the other thing I've been doing is obviously, you know, I have my precious now, right?
Mm. You
But
tried you tried a game last weekend as well, right?
I did. My butt kicked in because I think we'll go over this a little bit more in
Mm.
the meta like discussion kind of section, but um Eldar are hard, man. It's going to be a hard army for people to play and get results. But I think I ordered like 228.5 mil bases off eBay to like go and rebase all my old stuff, make sure it's the same size base.
That's a
Because they've
lot.
been like all the hawks have been updated, dragons have been updated, the spiders have all been updated. So I got to do a whole bunch of rebasing and all that kind of fun stuff. Actually
Mm.
finish all these units uh, that's the that I've been holding off finishing off, and it was kind of
That's
funny
good.
because I
Yeah.
bought I bought a bunch. I was holding off on buying a lot of stuff because um, knowing what was actually coming out, and then I went to pick up my stuff the other day, and I'm like, oh, I'm here for pick up my pre-order, and they're like, yeah, cool, and they're like, what product? And I'm like, well, there's a list because I
Mm.
got like 2 boxes of fire dragons and 2 boxes of
Yeah.
wolf spiders and 2 boxes of hawks and you know Asherman and New Barry and Lycus and Lycus or
So did they get leakers?
Yeah, I got hang on.
Oh, is he already primed?
No, no. she's still in her
It's
box.
still get built.
She's still in her box. There you go. So
I call that lazy, Carl. Come on, build them now.
I had to apart from you coming over and us having a bit of a play and making sure that the setup's good. I had to do a bit of a office cleanup and have a look at Discord. I've got my little new storage cabinet to redo where all my paint drawers and stuff, and so I had to do that. So I had enough space to lay out like 100 aspect warriors for rebasing.
Okay.
Gotta go find some like incubi, and I think I'm gonna borrow some incubi from Ed.
Yeah, he has some incubis.
Not a fan of Slanesh models. I want to try Blood Legion though. Yeah, Blood Legion's really aggro. It's like if you like touching things, if you like walking up to your opponent and being like, "Can I just touch all your models? I want to touch all your models." Then Blood Legion is the detachment for you, because they've got all these weird blood surge moves, right? Where they
is the Blood Legion the corn one?
The corn
There's
one,
a
yeah.
corn.
Where they can like move out of sequence and blood surge and stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to do Slanesh. You could do the Zinch one, Kaiju. The Scintillating Legion is the one that Morosoli won Uprising with. So it's pretty. I guess would be pretty good. Can't go wrong with a 6-inch deep strike and charge Bloodthirster. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charging Bloodthirster is good.
Deep strike and charge. I would really cry if you fail a charge.
Well, as the person famous, we call it doing a Laurence, where you roll a charge and it's successful, but you're unhappy with the distance, so you spend a CP to re-roll it into a fail. It's what we call charging like a Laurence.
Charging like myself.
Charging like Laurence. That's the next T-shirt.
Okay. We will have a new T-shirt for the ATC. I will tell you.
Don't promise the internet things, Laurence. I'll hold you to it.
Only for us.
Well, I mean that doesn't count. But yeah, the it's interesting to see. There's quite a lot of the Well, may as well segue into some meta chat. Been keeping an eye on this weekend is the Pura Cup, which is the European teams country invite scrims, and so I think there is like 8 of the top podium-ish WTC teams, all the European ones plus America, going over there and taking teams. Some teams are taking their WTC players, and some are taking new people, and I think the UK team is all new people to try to like practice some people, so that's good. But some of the lists, a lot of Chaos Demons in there. Not a lot. There's a couple of Chaos Demons. There's a couple of Chaos Demons lists that are just the normal index list, which was interesting. Not a lot of Custodes, funnily enough, because we're just talking about
There's
those.
only one Custodes. I checked.
Yeah. And,
only one.
And I think 7 out of the 8 are taking Guard, and 7 out of the 8 are taking Elder. Or 8 out of the 8 are taking Elder. Something along those lines.
Cool.
But it's interesting to see the some of them they're not all the same detachment. So there's as you kind of talked about before, there's one of them is a Windrider detachment, Windrider host, which is kind of funny. When the Codex came out, everybody was like super hype, like Elder Codex is broken and no. It's like, yeah, but if you take 6 units of Windriders, right? That's like 6 by 6 tactical Marines.
but they're fast.
Yeah, but all of the indirect kills them, including
Yeah,
all
that's
of the
one thing.
Eldar indirect. And like you could split fire a unit of like you could split fire your Termi squads, flame them in
Mm.
Overwatch, probably kill 2 units. Like they're
Yeah,
T4, 3 up, 2 wounds.
yeah. But although you will have a battle focus uh, on one unit that can't be Overwatch, so that would be good for one, and they would be safe.
hmm.
But obviously the rest won't.
But I think the power is like you the maneuverability is good, but like one unit is not going to do the job. Like you need
Yes.
to like use one unit to kill the rhino, one unit to kill the transport, one unit to kill whatever's inside, one unit to kill something in the backfield, and then
Yeah.
you've got like 3 or 4 units, and you can battle focus one of them after it gets shot. That's it.
Then the other units would die, and then you would
Um,
struggle with
you got a 4 up.
primary.
You do have a 4 up invul strat, which if you're good at rolling 4 ups like Laurence, is not too bad. But
But they
I
only
think
have
it's
points
it's definitely like a 5, like an X1 mid table, smusher. So
list. Yeah.
there's going to be some games where you go first with that list and you table, like you half table, 3/4 table somebody turn 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and then you just win because they don't have an army left. And then
Mhm.
there's going to be some matchups where you go
You would
second.
be the one.
Yeah, you go second, you move out to kill some stuff, and then so they move out, they stand on objectives, you move out to kill them, and then you get tabled. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, it's kind of like Harlequins have the same problem, right?
Yeah.
Where you send 2 or 3 units out, and if they don't kill what they're going into, then you're kind of in trouble.
Yeah. You're so.
And you got to be really careful with positioning like the venoms and stuff so that
Yeah.
stuff can get back in, right? But the challenge is that it's very unforgiving, right?
It's very unforgiving. I mean, I practiced the Harlequins. It's mono Harlequins, so I played guard. The one is the detachment of the vehicles. One which can advance and shoot, and then can pass through walls. And then one is the normal bridgehead. And both games, I was actually table turn 3. So I mean, yeah, it's mono Harlequins obviously, and those were just my first 2 games. So obviously, I'm just trying to really learn about focus and then the strategy. So you really need to really be playing. But I was, I mean, I was a bit careless on my first game, but I played KG on the second game. The second game was also Breachhead, so obviously he has some very good spots to drop, and then obviously all
Yep.
those Scions, even Athlons would really kill your troops. So I didn't see.
I really like this book, right? I think it's really, really cool. I'm a little bit butthurt that they legend Karandras, but I think the flaw that this is the flaw in this book's plan, right,
Mm,
is that its weakness is that it's going to cause a lot of tables to have to be feel bad, right? especially early on, right? Especially while people are learning, because you're going to rock up to a table with your aspect warrior or war host list, right?
mm,
And you're going to go like the first list you take is going to be like Power Rangers Voltron, right? You're going to have like a unit of everything with Lycus and
the spider,
Fugan and Jane
you
Zar and
yeah,
Ashman, and you're gonna go like, you know, they're gonna kill some stuff and then they're gonna kill you, and then you're gonna look at your points and realize you're down 10 to 15 points on primary because Eldar can't hold primary,
yep,
and either you're gonna play it well enough and do all your shenanigans, and your opponent's gonna be like, geez, you can do some really, really unfun
how many?
shenanigans. Or you're going to play really badly. Your opponent's going to absolutely smack you around, and then you're going to feel bad. You're going to be like, "Why did I
Well,
bring this?"
you were able to play your nice models, especially like the new
Yeah.
ones. I think it's fun.
So I think the I would encourage the Eldar players, because there's going to be quite a few that there is some competitive source in here, and
Mm.
I think they're going to get a lot of competitive players swing to it for a little bit. But there's going to be people that want to play the Power Rangers Aspect Warriors style list. Stick with it. Don't don't play your first few games. It's going to take you 3 to 5 games to really
Yep.
get your strats down, to get your agile maneuvers down,
Mm.
because it's hard. But like doing some really fun things, like going in, all the X arcs are pretty good. Like there's a lot of 3 damage in there. You can do some really funky things, like you take Fugan, right? You put him in Fire Dragons, and then
Yes.
you his beam, right, which is his alternate fire, not his dispersed shot,
The
right?
Yep.
The 12-inch one becomes like minimum 3 damage, because when he's in a unit of Fire Dragons, he extends Melter by 6.
By 6.
So that becomes Melter 12 inches. And then you put the X-Arc, you give the X-Arc the pistol and the fire axe. So then you have Fugan with melee, and then the X-Arc actually has melee, because it's like neg 4 for 3. And like Fire Dragons become a melee unit. So they walk up, they shoot the vehicle, because you can just like flip a dice. I killed I killed I had a Fire Pike X-Arc left, nothing else left with him, and he still had his aspect token. And I paid a CP to give him sustain, and I flipped into 2 dice.
Yes.
And so I flipped into 2 shots, and just like killed one over the GSC transporter called, not the Ridge Runner, not the Rock Grinder,
the I don't know,
the buggy thing. Just one
shot in.
Fire Dragon X-Arc can just like pick up a vehicle. Fucking hilarious. And the so you're gonna have fun things like that. You just got to learn how to do it. But the secret sauce is going to be Aeldari.
Yeah.
I think people have worked out a lot of the pranks it can pull. It makes the army a little bit hard to interact with. But a lot of the stuff in there solves its primary problem. And it's been interesting. Because we're in Australia and GW hates us, we didn't get the books and stuff until a lot later than everybody else did. But watching some of the test stuff from other content creators and other places, the Aeldari stuff's pretty broken. So I think that's going to be it. And, gives a good chance to actually build my Aeldari units that have been sitting in the pile of shame to build.
Yeah, start building stuff and start painting. Come on. You still have to paint some more upcoming Emperor's Children,
Yes, I have a booking. I have a booking. It's for an unknown period of time. I expect boxes of assembled miniatures just to keep turning up. But that would be fun. Yes, and then Guard. I think the Guard Codex is live.
I think their points is right.
Not this weekend, next weekend. I think it's.
But they updated already the app, so is that like official already?
It was, I think, the Codex might go live this weekend, Because I know that
Okay.
there was a little bit of online controversy about which tournaments would allow in Codex use or
Allow.
not.
Yes.
But the tank detachment
That's good.
looks scary.
I think that's good. Yeah.
You've played it a couple
I
of times now.
barely beat I barely beat Alex with the tank detachment against my heavily mechanized Death Guard as well. So
Taking a Rogel Dawn and just like moving it from your deployment zone to your opponent's deployment zone in one turn, or like taking
that's
a
not
Taurox and like scouting it however much it scouts 6 or 7 and then moving through a piece of terrain and unloading a unit like in the middle of somebody's deployment, like almost behind on their home objective is
yeah.
it's going to take a lot of people by surprise.
Mm.
Luckily those units don't fly, so as long as you have list construction, pre-orders release this Saturday. Yeah,
This
okay.
time.
So it is this Saturday. So being able to take even like an infantry unit that has flamers in it, right? And you just drive it into the middle of somebody's army with the
Mm.
Taurox and be like, if you move, I'm just going to like flamer you, especially into Eldar where you can like anything can kill units of Aeldari. Like,
Mm. True.
it's kind of scary. It's like something you got to twitch somewhere and then you get flamed. And the heavy weapon flamer teams are a bit obnoxious too.
I think so.
They're like strength 7, neg 1 for 2, ignore cover, something like that. 2 damage flamers.
Yeah. Where got guard 2 damage flamers, bro?
Sorry?
Why?
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 Because, I don't
Yes.
know, they're heavy flamer. I don't know. Bring back the Baneblade. Baneblade is what I
Regular
say.
guard, they can't carry very heavy flamers. They shouldn't.
Well, no, they're on the little you seen the models, they're on the little heavy weapon stand turret things.
But
They're
still,
not carrying them. They're rolling
what's
them
the name?
around.
I go and check now. The points. How many points are there? What's the name of the unit again? What's the name of the unit?
I don't know what it's called. What am I, a guard player?
Okay. If you know chat, let us know so we can check how many points. So I
Yeah,
can
it's
keep them
I don't play historical armies. Historical wargaming.
historical.
Hobby gamer.
You're
Just
playing
just wait for the flames. Gonna incense chat with my shit talking about guard.
well, guard is good.
I think
So
guard are good. I think that the staples you're gonna see up the top, Space Marines are still good. You're still gonna see Space Marines up the top. Gladius is still good with
yep.
any of the 3 variants are still okay. Death Corp, something like Death Corp Creed Heavy Weapon Squad.
Oh, that's
Canadian
fun.
Flamey Boys. I like that one. Can we petition GW to rename them Canadian Flamey Boys?
To Canadian. Choose Canadian here.
Who's Canadian?
Yes.
I don't know.
Do you know any Canadian that plays Warhammer in Australia? No?
Now we know a few New Zealanders. Does that count?
They are not Canadian. Who is a Canadian? So it should be like Kiwi Flaming Boys if they would have their own guard team.
Kiwi
Yeah.
Flaming Boys. We only keep you around for your heavy flamers, bros.
Okay, let's just search them next time. I can't find them.
You can't find them.
Because I the code. That's why it's not yet in my app.
Yes, it hasn't
Right?
been updated. It'll probably be updated to like tonight or tomorrow morning or something.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think Ironstorm, Marines. Thanks for the geographical lesson, Laurence. Quote of the evening: New Zealand is in fact not Canada.
Yeah. They're not Canadians.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Krieg Heavy Weapon Squad. But app is
Oh,
already
I
updated.
don't.
Much you have to
I
do.
don't have.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
don't
weird.
have the code in an event, so I can't.
Oh, you don't have. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because
I haven't seen
you're
my
stealing all
code.
our codes, Lawrence.
I'm stealing it. So I'm stealing it
Yeah,
sometimes.
I had to sit around and wait for the codex like a heathen, and you stole the code
Yeah, I got my Aeldari
just so
code
you can
like
play one detachment.
so I can play my Harlequins.
Um, yeah, Ironstorm I think is going to be good in some of these metas. It does really well into Eldar because every one of its units kind of overwatch and kills Eldar.
Yep.
It's kind of got the same. It's a weird problem, right? Because you can only do it on one unit, the no Overwatch. It's kind of like the problem I have with Liberator Assault group for Blood Angels is that you only have one advance and charge. It's not army wide advance and charge, and you
Well,
can't play it like it's army wide advance and charge. Otherwise, you just get units stuck out in the middle of nowhere, and then they die.
yeah.
But the plethora of choices because still enjoying Angelic Inheritors.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished. Lucky or we happy, I finished my unit of Plasma Inceptors is now battle ready. So my
Are they
updated
plasma? How many plasma? How many
six
plasma?
Plasma Inceptors.
Mm. Then
You
you
know,
know what? You have a gave you 12 more bolters, yeah?
uh,
Are they 12? I think it's 12, yeah. Or nine, 12, or nine,
no,
nine, 12, nine. Yeah,
9 I think of
nine
on
bolters.
memory.
So are you going to repaint them red, or will this be a black Marines for you?
So the for the internet's benefit, because we're talking about things that they don't have any context on. You know, we're in this community, especially inside of the risky rollers, we're like sharing is caring, right? And you know, there's lots of documented evidence that Lawrence doesn't like to paint,
Yes, I don't.
and makes everybody else paint his armies for him. But we came to a bartered arrangement for the soon to becoming Emperor's Children,
Yes.
where I will be painting his Emperor's Children in exchange for all of the Space Marines.
All the Space Marines
All of
ever.
the Space Marines. So I have something ridiculous like 12 Redemptors now, which is kind of funny. And like 9 of them are battle ready. I've got like 4 ballistas. I've got like
You
20
paint them.
Blade Guard veterans. I've got
Some
like
Terminator.
I've got like 50 Terminators here, including the ones I already had, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I think Space Marines are in a very good spot. You can play them in any detachment kind of you want and be pretty successful. You can even do some like janky Shrike, Raven Guard. All of my JPIs are OC2 type thing, which is quite good. The what else is good? Necrons is good. I think Necrons are a bit of a sleeper. I
Yes.
think either the Awaken, the kind of slightly more aggressive Wraiths and Destroyers Awaken list, or the
I think
Warriors.
Necrons are good against Eldar, bro.
Yeah, all the Warriors, Res Spam Warriors Awakened variant, especially in teams, is quite good. You can tech it to have OC3 Warriors, which is nasty. And the, you know, and Hypercrypt is still good. If you want to play uppy downy something and you need a list that's going to do uppy downy shenanigans, I think that Hypercrypt is still viable also, especially in teams.
Yeah.
Are you going to paint all the incoming Marines as BA? No. I will not. I think there's a large collection of of Black Templars in there, and I think that probably will stay Black Templars.
It's black, yes.
To the vast majority, but
Mm.
we'll see if there's any that get indoctrinated.
True.
But yeah, actually looking forward to having a bit of a funsy. I was mucking around with some BT lists, and I think
They're still interesting, but yeah.
Yeah, what's the detachment called? The index detachment?
I forgot, bro.
I've lost
I'm
it.
gonna-
It's in my brain. Crusading
It's
somethings.
called Righteous Crusade.
Righteous Crusaders. I think Righteous Crusaders just make Space Marines super bloody tough. And it actually has access to quite a number of characters that you can make damage for. So like Helbrecht you can make damage for, Empress Champion you can make damage for. The
Empress Champion. Oh,
yeah, Empress Champion.
he's already ready for you, bro.
He's ready to go. He's facing off against Papa Nurgle over there.
Typhus, yes.
Yeah.
Typhus will win.
Yes, Righteous Crusaders. Yeah, so I'm kind of swimming in stuff that does pretty well, then trying to, get all my Eldar stuff done before my paint queue gets taken over by pink Trader Space Marines.
Yes.
Black and pink.
Black pink.
Yeah. Any other things that you wanted to talk about meta wise, sir?
I was just reading the Meta Monday.
Oh, yep.
And then I think Custodes even won 2 events, if I see it right. And then
what type of Custodes though?
The Solar Spearhead.
Really?
The Dreadnought one.
I think Talon is still good.
Talon's still good. And then Stephen Box from Vanguard, I think he got 5-0 with the bikes. Not necessarily bike spam, but on their they call this one the original detachment, the Shield Rose one.
Okay.
So he has 3x2 of bikes, but then still mixture of Venetari and.
What does Shield Host do for the bikes?
Nothing, but on your fight, right? You can do crits on 5 or additional AP, and then you call
because the bikes get kata, right?
So the bikes get the kata. And then obviously they also have lands, so you can actually go crits on 5 sustain, and then you're you are really murdering anything that they touch. And then obviously they are very fast.
Can you give them rerolls anywhere?
They don't have rerolls, so this is the only
thing. They can whiff pretty hard then.
But they are hitting on 2s, bro.
They're hitting on 2. Right. Well, true. Probably winning on 2s too, right?
Yeah, because of the lands. Strength 7 with the lands, and then obviously if you already crits on 5 with the sustain or even lethals, those are also AP 2 damage. So that's lots of attack. And then what he did actually was give the enhancement to the blade. To the captain on bike with the ignores. Ignores cover. So they gave him the bolters. So that's at least, I believe the profile is 3 attacks on rapid fire 3. So 1 unit is actually has 19 shots. And then you have a strat to actually make them sustain. So 19 shots, ignore cover, AP 1, 2 damage apiece. So it would also actually tear a lot of, even medium-sized infantry squad. So it's pretty interesting. So worth a try. Maybe one day I would also try them again. So let's see. Yeah, as I was saying, also like Black Templars, bro, sisters, and funnily enough, Drukhari also had 40% win rate last weekend. So
yeah,
I think Daga's Slate is also. Daga's Slate is coming soon by I think mid-March or maybe end March. So let's see how they would actually change the meta again.
I think some of the sisters nerfs might get rolled back just a little bit, maybe some points back, so that because they're kind of really sinking down to the bottom of the rock bottom, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think they deserve. I think I'm sorry, sisters player, but they deserve it, bro.
Yeah, but like imagine you're Windrider host, right?
Mm,
And then you go into sisters, you roll sisters at a GT, right?
mm,
Round 3 or something. And then they have 3 castigators and you're like, well, I guess I'm
okay.
not coming out of cover
Yeah, you cry.
because one castigator picks up like a whole unit of Windriders. So, okay. Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, so I think that's my input for
Yep.
the Meta Thursday.
And I mean, we're also we're kind of gearing up a little bit for getting ourselves geared up for going to Tassie.
Yeah, we're going to Tassie very soon.
So
So
that'll be fun for us, the Australian Team Championships. That'll be good. Um, but yeah, so what? All right.
all
Well,
right, there you
unless anybody's got any other, if you guys got some questions about um, some stuff about Aeldar and you want to talk about Aeldar, you got definitely questions about Aeldar that you want to ask, because I'm definitely happy to talk about Aeldar. Please put it in the Aeldar chat in
or if you have
in
questions
the
for Death
video.
Dark, questions
Otherwise,
for Death
we might have a little
Tony,
bit chat about our events, right?
yeah, you want.
So if I press this button, oh look at that.
No, it's good.
So we have, if you like Risky Rollers events, we have got another. Our season is literally kicking off on Saturday.
This week,
So we have the. If we go down to, if you want tickets to our events, this is where you come and buy them on our website, riskyrollers.com.au. If you want more information about what's going on, also visit the website, the Facebook page, Risky Rollers Events
yep.
on Facebook, and you'll get all you'll get the events that are booked in. Dalton has been publishing a lot of the player packs and stuff this week, so go and check them out. Putting up some of the stuff up for the early ones. First cab off the rank on Saturday
It's Saturday.
is 40k is the way.
Mm.
So have a bit of a chat to us about 40k is the way, Laurence. This is
Yeah, so
number 4.
this is the fourth 40K is the way. Yes, because it's there. 40K is the way 4. So it's actually a entry level tournament, but obviously it's very casual, so everybody is welcome. But then it's where you would actually see different sets of terrain as well that we would actually deploy. Some would be scenic, some would be WTC, and some would be also all our very own risky rollers modified terrain. So it's actually a casual, as I've said, and then we would also have good fun. It's just an RDT 3 rounder, so I expect everybody to just have fun, make friends, and then obviously learn how to play your army with good roll dice rolling. And then yeah, so 40 days away, you'll have free lunch as well. We'll be there, and then we'll have nice awards as well. So
Yeah,
this
and
is the first big show, so not much stress, just a chill event.
as you can see, the it's I think we're at capacity too, which is really really good.
Yep.
So there's no tickets left, but if you are interested in coming and seeing what it's all about, come down and have a chat to us at the First West Waverley Scout Hall in Mount Waverley.
Yep.
Hey Carl, and come and have a chat. Things like battle ready requirements are a lot laxer. Obviously, it's still scored, so you might be giving up battle ready score, but we're not. There's no hard rules about battle ready.
Yes.
Obviously within reason, and always with any event, check with the TO about if you want to bring proxies and that kind of stuff. But it's really aimed at the casual players. If you haven't really used BCP before, or need issues with submitting lists or that kind of stuff, this is the event to put in your calendar for next year. We don't stream it as well.
We don't stream it.
Just to make it a little bit easier for everybody, because we want everybody to have fun. So this is the event to come. If this you're looking to an event you want to get ready for, this is a good one at the start of the year that we put on. And this is number 4. So we've been doing this. This is 4 years in a row. And this event always does really well. Everybody has a good time. And yeah. So come down and say hi and see us.
And just be around, especially at lunch, because we will be having some barbecues. So if you want to have free barbecues, then come down by lunchtime.
I think the barbecues are for the people that buy the tickets, Laurence.
Well, I know, but obviously maybe I'll buy some extra barbecue for you.
Laurence, again, for the second time tonight, is promising things to the internet that his checks can't cash.
No.
But come down and you can buy I think you can buy a drink or something and come and hang out with us. Be good fun.
Yep.
And then we've got a first team event for the year. 29th of March is Squad Games. So that is again an RTT. It is 4 rounds.
No, it's 3 rounds.
Sorry, 3 rounds, 1 day,
4
RTT. 4 man.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, Kyle. Kyle, yeah, see what you've done, Laurence? See what you've done? Anyway,
it's fine.
That's why I'm distracted.
Go and see me on Saturday, but you need to have a drink, okay? If you don't have a drink, then no. No delivery.
Let me start again. Saturday 29th of March. Squad Games, 4-man teams, RTT 3 rounds. Get your friends, come and play again. If you want to get a feel for what a teams event is like, this is a great one. It's much more casual than the other team events. Grab some mates, come down. Teams is the best format, isn't it, Laurence?
Yes, it is. And then in this particular event also, Carl, we would have a very special, what do you call this one? Because there are Team Victoria who will be playing, so we have a special stuff for whoever would beat the Victorian player. So come and join us.
So that one's at the gaming arena.
This is in gaming arena.
Yep. So check that one out. And then our first GT for the year, Calling the Banners, is on the 24th of May.
Yes.
And that's at Manningham Hotel. So that's where we have the Open. It's where the Open will be this year again.
Yes.
And 2 days GT. Come down, have fun, play some Warhammer. Much more traditional GT than the last couple of events. So that's always fun. So put that in the calendar. And then we will be hosting...
again, for the second time?
We will be hosting for the second time the Victorian Team Championships. And they'll be at Manningham as well. They're in the middle of June. And then put placeholders in your calendar for the first 8-man Victorian teams event, which will be Risky Rollers Team Tournament. That is 8-man teams. So we're trying out an 8-man team tournament. That'll be at the gaming arena. So put that in your calendars. Start warming up your team now. You've got between now and October to get ready for that one.
Yep.
So make sure that you get in on that one. We have 2 teams coming down from Bendigo for the RTT. Awesome. That's good to see, Ryan. What do you play, Ryan? What teams are you? What are you bringing down, brother? Let us know.
So I also have some announcement. So we have some special swags for those coming on the teams event. So that's still a surprise, but yeah, if you're coming as a obviously you're coming as a group, but
Which,
then
which one?
yeah,
For which event?
for any teams event, for any teams
Ah,
except for
team swag.
fun games,
So
because that
Lawrence is in the brewing shed brewing up some really cool team swag. So make sure that you
we're
get on
making
board.
some nice swags for everybody, especially on the VTC and then on the 8-man teams. So lots of surprises, guys.
CSM, Death Guard, Imperial Knights, Daemons. Ooh,
Demons, huh?
nice. It's a nice rounded comp there. It's good. I like you. I
Carl,
like you.
how many teams are you hoping to get for the 8-man?
I think good question. Obviously, we would like enough to do some level of Swiss.
If you,
So
if we get a, if you get at least 10 teams, I think that's at least like you're matching ATC already.
yeah,
So that's I think that's the target.
yeah, that's
So
80 players, right? Like even
that's,
if we could get 8 teams, that's
yeah, if you get
yeah, that's 60 players, right? So that's the size of some of the other stuff. So that would be good. But yeah, we haven't. Victoria really hasn't done 8-mans kind of before, and I think it's good to try to like bring a bit more teams practice
yeah.
into the community, so that
And Dalton, bro, Dalton is working very hard. I think he's reaching out with like most of the clubs here in Victoria, because like he has some special deals for all those clubs coming into our
yeah,
teams events. So
yeah. So
just reach out to us, reach out to Dalton, and then we can sort out some stuff for you guys.
where can you reach out, Lawrence? What platforms?
Uh, so you can actually message us in our website itself, the riskyrollers.com.au. So you can message us there, or obviously just there. That's chat, and it's either myself or Dalton who would reply. But
Obviously,
yeah,
if you got
also in this,
go on.
sorry, go on.
You know, obviously, if you always got questions about any of our stuff, you can always leave a comment on the video. You
Yes.
can message the Facebook group, the Risky Rollers events, if you want to have a chat there. Come and join our Discord. It's free. Come and chat. We're all on there. You can send us a message if you've got questions. Dalton's there. If you've got specific questions about TO stuff for events, there's an event channel there, and you can post questions and we'll get back to you. But yeah, Dalton's really revving up the season for 2025. It's going to be fun.
Yes, I'm excited. So
I am too excited, and I'm very excited. I might be excited about that a lot.
but you're not allowed to play in our tournament, Carl.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, yeah, it's a burden, internet. It's a burden, chat. Having to broadcast all these excellent events onto the internet and not be able to play them.
What
But
if
this is the
somebody can?
things that we are willing to do for our lovely community, aren't we, Lawrence?
Maybe I'll play some games. I don't know when. So
Yeah, if you support us enough, Kaiju will make you a meme. There you go.
yeah, our meme master.
He is our meme master. That's right. So,
Last event. I think you haven't
I
mentioned
mean,
our
the opener's on. Again, it's keep an eye out for more information. Obviously, things get tightened up as we get a little bit closer to November. It'll be at this at that pointy end of November again, but I think that date, Lawrence, is actually wrong.
what date did you put? Sorry, what date was it?
The website date, but that's fine. We'll get that fixed up. But
Yeah, but it should be the first weekend of November.
Anyway, but again, we'll talk more about these, as we go through for the rest of the year. But make sure you pen in that. We understand that getting the time off for a 3-day event is really difficult. So we always really appreciate everybody that puts in the
Yes.
effort to come to those events, because it's a really fun time. We have a blast putting it on, don't we, Lawrence?
Yeah, I had fun. I was able to drink, so
You
it's
had
fun.
fun. You were able to drink. Yeah, I remember. I believe if you want evidence of what happens when that happens, there is some videos in the channel uh,
What
from
videos?
last year. Well, just casting the open last year of Lawrence, on the casting desk. So we'll leave that up to your own imagination when go and have a look at some of those casts and enjoy some entertainment.
Entertainment.
We are humble entertainers for your viewing pleasure,
Yeah,
aren't we, Lawrence?
we are.
Anything else you want to cover off, brother?
Uh, I think that's it. So we can save more for the next. So yeah, as we mentioned like before, we wanted to do our podcast like very regular. So I think we have decided to do this fortnightly. So at least we would have some gaps to at least like summarize some of the events or tournaments on the weekends, and then obviously for us also to have some time to rest. So
Yeah. And we just like having a chat with you guys about Warhammer, right?
yeah.
So,
But then obviously, if you want to support us, and then if you want us to do this weekly, then help us to grow the channel. So subscribe, hit the like, just comment, and then we'll see.
yeah. And thank you again to not only chat and the people that support us, but also our channel sponsors that help us put all the events on. Dice Arcade in Sydney and General Games here in Melbourne, in Frankston, Parkside,
Chernside,
Churnside, Melbourne.
Melbourne, yes.
I couldn't think of the last one. Miniature Scenery and Hegemon for helping us with terrain and other tabletop gear. If you like good quality proxies, go to proxywars.com. They help us out with a lot of swag for these events. And if you like dice, you would have heard about Baron of Dice. They have some of our Risky Roller dice in stock if you want some cool Risky Rollers dice. So go and check them out. And I think that pretty much, if there's no other questions, chat.
There's no other question.
Let us know, chat, if there's anything you'd like us to cover off next fortnight or another time.
Let's give them 2 minutes.
Well, put a comment on the video, send us a message in Discord. Let us know if there's something you'd like us to cover off. We appreciate all of your engagement and feedback. And yeah, I think, Lawrence, everybody that's going to come down on Saturday, come down and say hi. We look forward to coming down and hanging out with everybody at 40K is the way on Saturday down at First West Waverley Scouter Hall in Mount Waverley.
Yeah.
And most importantly, Lawrence,
what is the most important?
Thank you to you, sir.
Oh, thank you to you too, Sir Carl.
With that, we'll finish it up there.
We'll say goodbye.
And
all right.
Have a good one.
See you guys.